Well, that was surreal. Sitting across from you like that, all official and serious. I kept thinking, is that really my big sister? You even had a clipboard. So fancy.
It's completely standard. We're required to take notes during every interview. But yes, it was strange for me too. Seeing your name on the schedule this morning was a surprise. I had no idea you'd even moved back to the area.
Oh, yeah, I didn't really tell anyone. I kind of wanted to figure things out on my own first, And then I saw the job posting and thought, hey, why not? It's a good company, and you're here, so how bad can it be?
The position only just opened up. The last person left unexpectedly. So they wanted someone who could start quickly and handle the role without a long onboarding process.
Right. Jump in and go. You said that during the interview. Don't worry, I totally get it. You need someone capable, reliable, ideally someone with a degree.
I said someone capable. The rest is for HR to decide. The interview portion is done. The next step is the skills test.
Oh, that. Yeah, you mentioned that too. Ugh, do I really have to take it? I mean, I've got the background. I went to college. I mean, it's kind of silly, don't you think? A skills test. I already went to college, Nora. 4 years. Isn't that, the ultimate test?
It's company policy. Every applicant takes it, regardless of education. The interview measures communication and mindset. The test evaluates the technical side.
Oh, come on. I'm your sister. You know I've got this. Can't you just mark me down as passed or give me a little boost? I mean, who's gonna know?
I can't, and even if I could, I wouldn't. It wouldn't be fair to the other candidates. And for the record, I don't oversee the scoring. I'm only involved in the interview portion.
That's because you're not qualified to grade it, right? I mean, no offense or anything. It's just, you didn't finish school, so they probably don't let you do that part.
That's not how it works, and you don't need to worry about what I'm qualified for. You just need to focus on the test.
Okay, no need to get touchy. I was just making an observation. No need to take it personally. You've always been kind of rigid, ever since we were kids. Rules, rules, rules. Meanwhile, I'm over here just trying to make things easier for both of us.
Easier isn't always the same as right. If you want the job, you'll take the test like everyone else. That's how we do things here.
Right, everyone else. Sure, even though I could do this job in my sleep.
I'm not questioning your potential, Shelley. I'm asking you to follow the process. That's how this company works. You either meet the standard or you don't.
Well, if you're not going to give me a pass on the test, I might have to come up with a plan B.
Plan B? Shelley, what are you planning? Please don't go and do anything inappropriate or stupid or illegal. I want you to succeed, Shelley. I just want you to do it honestly. That's all.
Geez, lighten up, will you? I'm just saying. I need to figure out some way to pass the skills test. That's all. Anyway, I should head to the test site before I'm late. Not that I need it, but rules are rules, right? Don't worry, I've got everything under control, and I don't have any more time to waste with you, so bye-bye. HR called this morning, said I did amazing on the test. They even used the word exceptional. Hello? Of course I did. I told you I was overqualified.
You're serious? You passed the skills test? Wow, okay, that's not what I expected to hear today. I'm genuinely curious what HR was thinking.
Wow, so no congratulations? Just doubt? Geez, Nora, I know you're not the cheerleader type, but still, try to act like you're happy for me. Just a little.
It's not that I'm not happy you found the job, but yes, I'm shocked. I mean, we both know you've never exactly been the tech-savvy one in the family. The last time I watched you try to send an email, it took you 20 minutes to figure out where the compose button was.
Oh my gosh, that was years ago. Stop living in the past. People change, Nora. I'm not the same clueless little sister anymore. Time moves on. Honestly, Nora, you sound like you wanted me to fail. That's kind of mean, even for you.
I didn't want you to fail, Shelley. I just didn't think you'd pass. There's a difference. You've never been interested in learning this kind of stuff. The fact that you suddenly aced a test full of technical knowledge and system logic, it's odd.
It's called growth. Look it up. People change. Skills can be learned. Maybe I've been brushing up behind the scenes. Ever think of that?
Really? Since when? You literally called me last year to ask how to convert a Word doc to a PDF. And now you're passing mid-level software tasks with no problem? Come on, Shelley, it doesn't add up.
Okay, wow, you really think I'm that helpless, don't you? I said I passed. I didn't say I hacked into the Pentagon. You need to chill. It's just a job, not a covert operation.
Fine, look, if you really did pass fair and square, then good. As long as you can actually do the work, that's all that matters.
Good, because I'm not planning to just do the work. I start next week, and I'm already making moves. Different department, obviously, thank goodness. It would have been way too weird reporting to my dropout sister.
We wouldn't have worked in the same chain anyway. Different teams, different functions. And you can relax. I have no interest in pretending we're sisters here.
Oh, good, because I feel exactly the same way. Seriously, do not tell anyone we're related. Just the fact that you're my sister is bad enough. I don't want anyone else knowing. I mean, you're doing fine for yourself, I guess, but let's be honest. Telling people my sister's a high school dropout isn't exactly the best look.
Thanks for the reminder. Really uplifting. Though now that you're suddenly into moving up the ladder, maybe you'll learn not to burn bridges your first week.
Speaking of that, don't take it personally, but I do plan on rising through the ranks fast. Like, really fast. Faster than you did. I've got a 4-year degree and a killer sense of style. It's inevitable. First step, prove I'm the better employee. Second step, fire you.
Fire me? That's not how it works. You don't just show up, declare yourself queen, and start handing out pink slips. Especially not to someone who's been here for years and actually earned their way up.
Oh, come on. Don't be so dramatic. I'm just saying I've got goals. Big ones. And by the way, I heard you started out at, what, $24,000 a year? That true?
It was years ago. Starting salaries were lower then, especially for entry-level roles.
24,000. Wow, that's honestly kind of depressing. See, I'm aiming way higher than that, triple at least. I want to start at 72, minimum.
72,000 for an entry-level position? That's not how corporate pay scales work.
Why not? If they gave that much to a high school dropout, surely a college grad like me deserves triple. It's just logic, a simple math, really.
There you go again with the high school dropout thing. I've been meaning to talk to you about that.
Oh God, I love talking about that. I'll never forget the day Mom and Dad told you that they weren't going to pay for your lunches anymore. And then the day they told you that they weren't going to drive you to school either. You would have to walk all the way by yourself. It's your own fault for being such a loser.
You know what you were saying earlier about how a lot can happen in 10 years? Well, 10 years have gone by for me, too. You remember when I left home, right?
Sure, you left a note on the kitchen table and vanished. No one even knew where you went, and we didn't really care either.
I moved in with Aunt Mandy.
Aunt who?
Mandy, Mom's younger sister.
We have an Aunt Mandy? Since when?
Since always. I guess you've never met her, though. She saw what was happening, how our parents treated me. She tried to talk to them, set things straight. It turned into a screaming match and nearly ended with police involvement. After that, she and our parents stopped talking to each other entirely.
Huh. So two losers found each other. Makes sense.
Why do you assume she's a loser? Because she stood up for me and they didn't listen? You really think winning means treating someone like garbage and getting away with it?
I mean, after that, they had a fight. Aunt Mandy was the one who walked away, right? Sounds like Mom and Dad won.
Anyway, let's get back on topic. You keep calling me a high school dropout like it's a fact. It's not. I got my GED while living with Aunt Mandy. Then I went to a vocational school and earned my certifications. After that, I started working here. Worked my way up, every promotion, every pay raise. I earned it.
So that means you're not actually a dropout?
No, I'm not. I didn't walk across a stage in a cap and gown, but I got my education, just in a different way.
Huh. Well, good for you, I guess. Still, I mean, come on, a 4-year university degree is still more impressive. I did papers, group projects. I had professors that really liked me. That means way more than your stupid easy mode college.
Knock it off.
Knock off what? I'm just stating the obvious.
No, you're looking down on people just because their path wasn't yours. Not every high school dropout is a failure. A lot of them go on to do incredible things. And others had circumstances you can't even begin to understand. You need to take that into account.
Okay, now you're getting preachy. I didn't come here for a life lesson, Nora. I came here to start a job.
And I'm telling you this because you're about to start working with real people. People with different backgrounds, some with degrees, some without, some who struggled just to get here. If you walk around with that attitude, you're going to burn bridges faster than you can build them.
Yeah, everyone has a story. Respect the journey, blah, blah, blah. Are you done?
I'm serious, Shelley. This stuff matters. You can't go into a workplace thinking you're better than everyone else. It won't end well.
I think I'll be just fine. You don't need to worry about me. I know how to play nice. I just also happen to know I'm pretty great. Is that such a crime?
There is a difference between confidence and arrogance, and right now, you're not on the right side of it. Just be careful. That's all I'm saying.
Wow, I forgot how exhausting you can be when you get like this. You've always had this weird thing where you act calm, but you're actually judging me super hard the entire time. It's honestly kind of impressive.
I'm not judging you. I'm trying to help you not walk face first into disaster of your own making.
Well, thanks for the wisdom. I'm sure I'll treasure it forever. But I've got my own plans, my own goals, and I don't need a lecture.
It's not a lecture. It's a warning. This place expects results. Show them you're serious, and you might actually do well here.
Duh, that's the plan. I've got ambition, style, a degree, and charm. You think I'm not gonna kill it? I'm gonna do just fine, Nora, with or without your approval.
Good luck, Shelley. I mean it. You're going to need it.
Yeah, we'll see who's congratulating who by the end of this.
I know it's after hours, but can we talk for a minute? Joan? Oh, wow, this is unexpected. You never text me unless it's about quarterly reports or printer malfunctions. What's going on? It's about your sister, Shelley. I wasn't sure if I should say anything, but I think you'd want to know. Oh no, what does she do now? Don't sugarcoat it. I know exactly what kind of chaos she's capable of. That's the thing. I don't even know where to begin. It's one of those things where you think, no way this is real, but then it keeps happening. Honestly, it's a little too much for text messages. Great, one of those stories. Okay, let's not do this through thumbs. Want to meet in person? There's that little cafe near the office, the one with the weird chairs, but good coffee. It's usually pretty quiet this.
My first paycheck, and it's only $1,537.44. That's not even close to what I was expecting. I was thinking at least $2,500. This is not enough.
Shelley, I tried to tell you. You're in an entry-level position. No one makes that kind of money at the start.
But I'm a college grad. Doesn't that mean anything around here? This place is seriously messed up. I'm gonna give HR a piece of my mind.
You should honestly be glad you're getting anything.
Glad? For what? Being underpaid? This is insulting. I have a degree. I went to college. I am worth way more than $1,500 every 2 weeks.
About that, I did a little checking just to clear something up, and it turns out you're not actually a college grad.
What? What are you even talking about? Of course I am. My resume says so.
I know it does. That's what made me curious. So I talked to a few people, names you'd probably recognize. Tom and Joe from HR, Tucker and Scott from IT.
Huh? What do they have to do with anything? What would you be talking to those guys for?
Because Scott's engaged to Joan. You remember Joan from legal? Her dad sits on the board of directors.
Oh no.
Yeah, you might want to sit down for this next part. Scott was on track to lead the entire IT department someday. Brilliant guy, clean record, company favorite. But then the weirdest thing happened. Even with all his talent, potential, and status as a rising star in the company, he resigned. Yesterday. And do you know why?
I have no idea. Nope, I couldn't tell you.
You waited for Scott after the skills test. You put the moves on him, asked him out for drinks, got him plastered, then you slept with him. And after that, you blackmailed him. You told him to pass you or you'd go to Joan.
That's not how it happened.
Really, because he confessed to everything. To Joan and to her father. That's why he resigned. He couldn't live with the guilt anymore. And once he cracked, we started digging.
Wait, what do you mean digging? What else did you find?
We reviewed your hiring records, interview scores, testing logs, access logs, all of it. Turns out, Scott wasn't the only one.
No way. Oh, this can't be happening.
Oh, but it is. You pulled the same stunt with Tom and Joe from HR. Both gave you perfect scores. Isn't that strange? One of your interviewers gave you a 30, the other's perfect hundreds. They played dumb at first and said it was a coincidence until we showed them what Scott admitted. Oh, and you didn't stop there.
Yes, I did. I swear to God, that's all I did.
You kept pressuring Scott after you got hired. You had him doing all your work for you. And when he started pulling back, you moved on to Tucker. Another IT staffer, another target, same playbook. Tom, Joe, and Tucker will all be facing disciplinary action. Could be suspension, could be termination. That's HR's call. But you? There's no debate about what's coming for you.
Don't tell me. I'm gonna get fired. Are you serious? Why me?
You orchestrated the biggest hiring scandal this company has ever seen. Do you seriously think you could blackmail 4 employees across 2 different departments and just walk away from it?
I didn't think I'd get caught.
And yet, here we are. You did get caught, and now you're in trouble. Big trouble.
Okay, wait. Maybe we're overreacting here. Can't we just call it a misunderstanding and move on? I mean, nobody's really hurt, right?
Shelley, Scott resigned. Joan was humiliated. Her dad is furious. You used sex and blackmail to manipulate people into doing your work for you. That's not a misunderstanding. That's predatory.
But I need this job. I didn't think it would blow up like this.
You'll be officially terminated tomorrow. Your badge has already been deactivated. And if I were you, I wouldn't show up to the building again. Ever.
Nora, no, you can't do this to me. You don't understand. I wouldn't be able to pay my rent at this rate. If I don't get this job, I don't know what I'll do. Please, can't we talk about this? Nora, are you there? Nora, please.
After everything blew up, I decided to reach out to our parents. For the first time in 10 years, I figured maybe they'd want to know what happened, or at least hear it from me. That's when I found out they'd kicked Shelley out a year ago. They didn't even seem surprised, just tired. Apparently, 3 years ago, she had an affair with a married man and wrecked his home. A year after that, she did it again with someone else's husband. Even as much as my parents spoiled her, now she was starting to be a threat to their own reputations, so they promptly and unceremoniously kicked her out of the house. Then she spiraled. She bounced from guy to guy for months, cheating on each one with the next. Word got around, as it always does. Now she's infamous, the kind of name you hear in whispers followed by, "Don't go near her, nobody wants to be next." She was desperate, needed a job, and in her mind, if someone like me, her older sister, the so-called high school dropout, could make it here, then she could too. She'd just lie her way in, flash a few smiles, and force the world to hand her all her demands on a silver platter. It's about time she learned that the world isn't such a convenient place, especially when you're as stupid as she is.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.